All right, good morning. It is Wednesday, February the 5th. Doesn't feel like February, feels much warmer. Warmer days are ahead. They continue here over the next several. We'll see spotty rain chances across Alabama and the southeast. Eventually, I think a front's going to push through here. Going to take some time, though. Plenty to watch with respect to that. These scenarios can be very, very odd. It's like tug of war between two air masses. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about here in just a second. So let's start with a look at the regional view here. And you're going to see a warm front depicted back to our west. And you're going to see on this composite satellite imagery, satellite and radar, some showers beginning to pop up here. We've got a good flow of tropical air coming in from the Gulf, and that's interacting with a weak disturbance moving across the middle of the country. And that in and of itself is probably going to give us a few rain chances here as we go through the day today. But also, the fact that we have a warm front there, that's depicting a warmer air mass, and that is certainly in place in south of that boundary. In fact, you look at the temperatures, you got 49 in Memphis, just north of that warm front, but then you got 61 in Starkville, 69 in Birmingham, 68 down there in Dothan. So some warm temperatures here just before 10 o'clock this morning. The threat for severe weather will lie well to the north. It's a very marginal threat at that. For us, what you're seeing depicted here in the light green, that would mean thunderstorms are possible in a line from, say, Demopolis over to Clanton and over towards Roanoke, Alabama. Areas to the north, best chance of seeing some thunderstorms. We look a little bit drier in areas to the south. So let's take a look at this pattern here. Over the next several days, again, you're going to notice the colder air to the north. Half the country is experiencing winter-like weather. Half the country is experiencing very warm weather. Through Saturday, same deal. We're still warmer conditions here to the south. We go into Sunday. And again, the cold air is pinned north over the Great Lakes region with warm conditions and a warm, at least weak ridging here. Now, by Monday, that begins to shrink a little bit, and we start to see some cooler air infiltrate the Tennessee Valley, northern parts of Alabama as well. And then through Tuesday, eventually, I think this cooler air will take over, and we will see more of an influence of a cooler air mass here by the middle of next week. So let's show this in a boundary, in a form with this frontal boundary drawn on here. These are temperatures depicted. And again, the warmer temperatures there, the 60s and 70s, in the orange to the south of that boundary, colder air to the north. And again, if this shifts a couple hundred miles, we have a totally different scenario. But here with this frontal boundary in place, colder air to the north, warm to the south. And it's a pretty big difference. Also want to note that along that boundary you're seeing there, that stationary system, you're probably going to have the best rain chance. So the closer you are to that boundary, the better our rain chances are the next couple of days. This is now Sunday when I think this is going to gain a little bit of momentum. And I think a front tries to push through here, through Alabama, that is, by Sunday into Monday. This is Monday at 4 o'clock. Look at that. We've got 70s in the southern half of the state. You got some possible 40s in the northern part of the state. Again, the location of this front, the location of this boundary is going to make a big influence on whether we're colder or warmer, whether we have the rain or whether we don't have the rain. I think by Tuesday, though, we start to see the rain much more widespread, especially when we start to talk about the northern half of Alabama. And this is a look at that same future view, same timestamps with the rain involved here. So looking at our future view through Friday, spotty showers. Again, closest to the boundary is going to be where we see the rain. Saturday, that lifts a little bit further north. I think most of Alabama is dry and very warm. We'll see some 80s in the southern half of the state, 70s in central Alabama. By Sunday, as that boundary shifts south, we'll likely see the potential of rain increasing, especially into Monday and Tuesday. We'll see that push of rain and the potential of some thunderstorms there on Tuesday, and that'll be from, all the way up in the Huntsville market down to the Wiregrass. So the rain certainly is something that is still needed. This is a look at rainfall totals over the next 7 days, and kind of as I described, the highest rain probabilities and totals will be to the north, where we could see 2 inches up near Huntsville. And on the flip side, you get down towards Mobile and parts of the Wiregrass. We're only looking at about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain over the next 7 days. And a reminder that we do need it. A good chunk of the state still in some level of drought. This is the drought monitor. The next one will be released tomorrow morning. And there won't be a whole lot of a change, as there has not been much in the way of rainfall. We mentioned the warm temperatures. We stay warm. Moving forward here, this is a look at the 6 to 10 day outlook. And as I mentioned, half the country's going through winter, half very warm. We are in the latter part, very warm. This part of the southeast, colder air to the north, and this goes through February 15th. And then looking out even a closer look this is depicting, about a 60% chance, if not higher, parts of the Wiregrass of being above average. And then our 8 to 14 day, this would take us through February 19th. Again, the majority of the state is looking warm. So again, for this afternoon, our potential for rain is going to be primarily in the northern half of the state. To the south, where we're a little bit drier, temperatures will be approaching the upper 70s, maybe even a few 80s as you get closer to the Gulf Coast. That'll do it for this edition of the weather forecast discussion here. We'll try to keep updating you in the days ahead. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you next time.